And that's the true power of a raw lifestyle. Turning yourself into a superhuman being. Getting all the negativity out of your life as much as you possibly can and thriving instead of surviving. How many of you just want to make it through life and survive? Raise your hand if you just want to survive life. How many of you want to thrive? How many of you want to excel and have a magical existence? Okay? Yeah, everybody, right? It's possible. And I stand before you today as an example of what's possible. And I'm on a mission, a journey, a crusade to discover what is possible. I have turned myself into a living guinea pig. I am 100% raw vegan, no vitamins, no supplements, just simple, whole fruits and vegetables. And I'm attempting to make an Olympic team and break world records at the age of 40. As a raw vegan. Now, you're clapping for yourselves. You're not clapping for me. Because first of all, you inspire me to continue this journey. You inspire me every day when it gets difficult. Your emails and your questions and your support, or just your faces tonight as I've been communicating with you, or as I look at you now. You're clapping for yourselves because you truly inspire me. But this journey is about seeing what is possible because no one knows. No one's ever tried it. We put limitations on ourselves. I can only do this in life. These are my genes. My parents had heart disease. Obesity runs in my family. ADD or depression or whatever. So therefore, I've got this little box that I can exist inside of. And I can do well inside of that box. But I'll never really go beyond that. I'm not an athlete. But I'm expressing myself athletically to see what's possible. I don't have a runner's body. Who cares? I don't have an athlete in my family ever. None of them have ever been athletic. I have no history of anything like this. But I want to see what's possible. I don't want to talk about what's not possible. And I'm not interested in limitations. I'm interested in how far does the ceiling go? And hopefully my results, what I'm discovering, will inspire other people, doctors, scientists, other athletes, and people around the world to take up this crusade with me and say, you know what? There's this thing called health. There's this thing called performance that maybe we really haven't even looked at yet. We've been so focused on a reductionist way of being where we break everything down into its component parts and isolate the nutrient, isolate the antioxidant and the flavonoid, and isolate the disease and the mechanism for insulin and this and that and the other, that we forget that we are a living community individually, and we're also a living community as a group. That this environment and this country and this state and this room are all a living organism. We don't exist as individual units.